Эх, не помню, какая запись. Да ладно. Поехали.
What's this? I found something.
Be grateful that you don't feel the need. Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients. After a quick rummage, you spot the black root. You gather up the black root, obsidian lance, As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, it looks haggard and weak. Its very voice, but...
Sabil, come closer. You will see.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle.
Blind eyes, speak the spell and see.
himself. Before you stands the god.
You know me, don't you? I saved you from drown. Your god-woken soul is my last refuge. My last bastion.
Sandelius nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feast.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. Immortality is only permanent, my dear girl. Until one day, the void itself is hunting down the god. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. Don't you be impertinent, girl. You must realize, Sabine, that our fates are now as one. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the void, we stand no chance. That means there is but one place we can go. The Well of... It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be... I know. Or did you think One must never enter into any endeavor, though. The void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. Only she who claims everything will be everything. The void's doom. This world's liberator. It's very simple, really. They will either... But of course that is what they are saying to their own god-woken as we speak. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our... So make no mistake, Sabine. Chances are the road to divinity... But don't let that dismay you. For these sins will be washed clean. They will be at your mercy, which is vast. So fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a god-woken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes.
Perhaps. But what is a pilgrimage after all? Focus not on death and irony, Sabine. On we are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the source. So return to Rivellon and seek out these... Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that will make you understand that for a source is. It is a constant. You have the vision of a god now. I speak the spell during your peregrinations and so much more. But I'm no longer who I once was, bound to you as I've become. Best of luck.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes...
Still alive? Gods above, there might be some...
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently.
You can't channel enough source? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of source. And the purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite... Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their inside. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all source flows. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not... Were the circumstances any... However, it is the path we walk, no...
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for...
No matter what is asked of you, and you do not seem to be sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these... My, you have been a busy little creature. You may need to visit several of them. I doubt anyone would be willing...
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens. A dark...
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do what...
The spirit of an elegant elven woman...
You can see me. I am the Meister's apprentice. I study under her, but I do not learn. Meister tells me it cannot happen, that I am not God-woken. But in my heart, I know I'm special. No air fills my lungs, only fire.
The spirit looks at you.
It is hard to hear of such power, and not covet it for yourself.
Rubbish.
Opening the door, you...
All this? How can you afford his stuff?
I've got me a
Penny
sweet
for a
deal.
grieving beggar who's then get out a penny for a sick dog.
Executes 24 noblemen for insubordination! Behold the lizard's noble, graceful carriage! Their social norms I never could disparage. As slaves, their servants often are afraid.
The spirit of a magic...
I was slain, but now I have been avenged.
The spirit of Wivlia glares at you.
I never,
You're no my mum.
as slaves, their servants often are afraid. Right thing. There's no weak links allowed within the train.
I don't know you.
An elf swayed. She slides one of the drinks.
Elliot. Drink or shut.
The drink had...
Oh, reckon that will.
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain. His lips...
Sail you with her, elf, or sail you with us? I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the lookout, and I'm ringing the bell.
His lip cur...
Rocks ahead!
The bell.
Curiosity
A
kills the
ghostly
cat.
seaman...
Are you her man, or sail you? I'm doing my duty here, I am. I'm the...
His lip curls...
Rocks ahead!
The bell.
Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
Rocks ahead, Captain. Do you hear me?
A ghostly seaman stares at the captain. His lip curls...
Spoke to the lady, I'm doing my duty. And I'm on duty here. There are rocks...
He blinks once. He raises a finger to his temple. She babbles breathless.
My ears are still a-ringing, and I have you to thank for it. That accursed bell lies with the peacemaker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows. The compass surely lies on the bottom, near where the ship... Let me mark your chart.
Then to Fort Joy.
But
She goes white.
you've got no call to go looking for no cargo. Heed me. Leave the cargo...
She turns away.
One night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander.
I am Baron Lafere. I am Baron Lafere, not he. Not he. I am back. An imposter is he. That man over there, alone. Bejeweled is he with a false name. Drake, murderer, thief, imposter, a rival's revenge. Another. But it matters no longer what drove them to daggers. It matters you who hears the laments of the dead. Avenge me. Kill the false baron, please.
What on earth is that noise?
That would be my stomach, my lord. Perhaps I could go downstairs for a bit of stew?
Here now. When one's in a small town, one must... Have you a reason for barging into my room, madam? I've no idea what you're talking about. Now, will you be leaving... Which is what killed the... Still, no harm done, I suppose. I may as well introduce myself. Well, bugger me with a bull's... Although, met with his spirit, you say? My, who's the little mouse that comes a-sniffing out the wolf? Could she be... I know, because every lone wolf in the land is looking to sink its teeth into your flesh. Ha! Got a score to settle with the boss, do you? You're about to make me very, very rich. Speaking of keep... You men! Stand by your master...
Imposter is dead. You suck. I'm Baron.
Careful. I've spotted a trap. Good find.
Well now, how's my favorite god woken? No. No, from all the tales I've heard, he's got a lot of pets.
If Anne raises an eye...
Of course I'm afraid of things. I just do keep going long enough and, well...
His eyes glitter as he stands tall to tell the story, hands waving expressively.
So, underneath the tavern in Driftwood, there's a place I feel right at home. All of a sudden, a tiger prowls in. I flip the table and start scrambling for my crop, and now everybody reacts. Scream. Turns out it was Drudene messing with me. Stronger stuff than, well, it's guarded, but he's a real sweetheart once you get to know him. I love that password of his. Open minds and closed fists.
If Anne smiles and so...
Kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard,
Then you're an idiot.
Hold it. Papa no. You no go. Didn't hear me the first time, eh? That'll be a hard no.
He squints at you in the gloom. Then his eye...
Well, I'll be thrice cussed to the void. If and Ben Mez, down you go.
What's this? I found something.
Look at that. Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, Dan? A sip or a smoke? Aye, so further down's the arena. I give them that edge. You could say that my dad... So, if you're interested, Governor, all you have to do is you... I don't think I follow you there. What are you after, exactly? I think I do, yes. More's the pity. All sounds mighty reprehensible to me, Governor. You can say what you...
Watch him fight. What?
My good lady, I see that you accompany no one.
Of course she'll be so kind. Speak freely, kinsman.
Directions, Millie. He was waiting for you.
He looks around the hazy room with hasted eyes.
The House of Shadows stirs. The Honorable Bramos sensed them closing in. He had no... A little ways east he went, in search of safety, to an encampment of paladins. You will find him there.
Indeed I am. We will follow your...
Prince of Princes, I am humbled and grateful.
He bows deeply before the Red Prince, as reverently as one would.
Hail, delicate.
She draws close. You feel her...
Oh, yes. I have something. Are you worthy of my gift? Love. I must consider your merits before I answer your questions. Why, I wouldn't tease you with a... If you swam your way here, I might consider that a notable triumph. Surely you've come... Indeed. This is acceptable. You are nearer the one than most self-described heroes I've known. So, tell me... Are you ready for me to grant you your greatest desire? I beg to You have a need. To expose it, look into my ring and tell me what you... Gaze into the...
She flashes her ring at you, and you stare at the luminescent... On the horizon looms a dark silhouette. As you approach, a beam of light washes the shadow away, revealing to you...
Yes. It is power, I will fulfill this. A kiss. Most delicious.
Ifan approaches you, a drink in his hand, and a wide smile on it.
Want a drink?
He grins and hands you a drink.
It's really been some adventure so far, eh?
Ifan's eyebrows raise.
I'd say the same about you. I'm never lonely when...
Ifan smiles, shyly. It's not a familiar expression on his rugged face.
Kids at war.
He inches closer to you, so close that you can feel the heat of his body warming you.
Spear.
He reaches out one scarred hand to touch your face, gentle as can be. Trembling, he smiles, Closing his eyes, he moves to... Noise erupts in the under-tavern around you as patrons cheer and clap your affectionate moment. Ifan meets your eyes and laughs so...
Let's try this again sometime. When there's not...
He squeezes your hand and winks, only moving away when he sees your answering smile.
The House of Shadows stirs. An ominous phrase. It's as if I can feel the onset of night. Perhaps. But you must realize that until a short while ago, the very existence of the House of Shadows was a mystery to us. If this thing of darkness steps into the light, it must... You still stand by me then, despite us being targeted by such a... Onward then! Let them...
Kids at war.
It can't be far, can it? Bugger off. Can't you see I'm trying to relax? Pouch? What? Oh, that was you. Yeah, sorry, bub, but I was pulling your crank. There ain't any pouch. I'll bet you did. So why'd you let me get close enough to nip some gold right out of your pouch, right? Now, like I said, please kindly bugger off. Sure, the very best. Please, you there.
Quite right. Do seek my counsel. I highly recommend it. Pray speak.
Are you? No.
Her lips pout, but...
I waited, yet you never appeared. As you wish.
Dorothea sees you and heaves a shuddering sigh.
Darling, I admit I wish we could share more carnal pleasure.
You draw closer, and yet her lips do not press against yours, and her hands do not caress your face. Her fang painlessly sinks into your neck. You still hear her words.
You desired power, and so it's yours. We part ways now. I'll remember this moment.
Down for a little scuffling and tussling? Let's see if you got some fight in you. Well, That just me. She'll want to talk with you herself before she'll ascend. Well, you better start on your way then.
Did you know our arena champion's a bloody cheat, stranger? Murger tricked me and bit off my earlobe before the fight had even started.
Watch out for Murg.
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits obscenities down upon a caged void woken. She...
More fodder for the...
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs...
Ha! You're sight.
She glimmers in and out of...
I bested that void woken below us. Ah! Based on your performance. Cute. Takes a whole... Ah! Go talk to... Then...
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd'll get it, all right? In any case, you're in for a treat, lass. Better than sweet cream stew. Figure it's time to prove yourself. Is that so? All right? In any case, you're in for a treat, lass. Better than sweet cream stew.
fading.
Prepare yourself. aid.
She appraises you, unsmiling.
Nice to see the cub has some claws, but not enough to win. Only winners in...
Ah, the armor set is complete.
What do you want? Boss is busy. Loha, you've been living up. Stick around. Listen up. What do you want? Boss is big. Good. Boss, listen up. Don't wait.
You've really taken me off, Marla.
I brought you up from girl to woman, Mark.
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anhar? Do ya? Bart, Cade.
His sneer travels from the...
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming here. Brave lad. All sitting here. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. Family matter. She's one of mine. Acting like her brains are scrambled, though. Lucky for me, she caught an old wound. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? I got here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? Alder's been telling us all kinds of this and that about Godwoken. So no, I'm not convinced. That's so.
He leans back and narrows his eye.
You know, the Order's been going on about Godwoken for an eon now. So if you are who you say you are, what's the point of you? Ah, I could help you. But last I heard you...
An unpleasant smirk twitches...
Right, I reckon I could help you out. Depending on what you can do.
He gestures towards the band.
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My God, that ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull this... And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what... I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. Tell him I sent ya. Good. One more thing. Like I said, Mordus is a sort... If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask. Here, you can take this off my hands. Good luck. Better get out there before Mordus makes it all the way past Arks.
Move along, Buck. This don't concern you.
Step off, lest you want a taste.
Better get out there before Mordus makes it all the way past Arks.
Further come, and I'll knock the head in. Not to be worth it. Aye. Caretaking. My Normans get a hot head if you dig. Off-handed, beast.
I found
Good
something.
little
Look out. I see a trap nearby. Look out. I see a trap nearby.
Tell the truth now. Who was he that sent you?
I'm approaching this the wrong way.
I
must be.
You're no better than
This must be the place Mohar mentioned. It looks unassuming enough. You're not trying to escape, are you?
mine.
I'm approaching this. Right, I'm just another useless elf. Might as well have rotted in the jackpot. What's even the
I found something. There we go.
Finally.
Doors opening.
By Duna's dagger elf. You here to free us or kill us?
The male dwarf pauses, then gives a worried look.
We're not looking to cause trouble. We're looking to end it. Did Morda send you?
The male dwarf expels 2 lungfuls.
We've only been fretting here for a few hours, but it's felt like day.
Ain't found nothing that lets on what Morda...
Lohar ain't gonna be pleased.
Ain't no telling where that priest has gone to. Started acting all funny not so long ago. Then flew the coop. Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lohar and the rest, you know. But then he'd start then some stranger tried taking old Lohar down, but got himself caught and tied up.
She taps her finger.
A woman knows things. Not the best we had off then.
The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen better days. Scratches and fissures deface. Your words are swallowed by the chamber's thick air. The stone is cold against your palm. If this figure... The shrine depicts Duna, yet has clearly seen better days. Scratches and fissures deface its exterior,
and I can get
and its eyes have been gouged for it. The stone is cold against your... You scrape your... This shrine to Duna may be... Nothing happens. This shrine to Duna... This shrine to do... Nothing happens. This shrine to do... The stone is cold against your palm. The shrine depicts Duna. Your words are swallowed by the chain. The stone...
I've spotted something. Locked. A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
A skull. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go.
The shrine depicts. You run your hands along. Your words are swallowed, but the room remains just as mute and just.
Ain't gonna just twist his toes.
What's this?
Forever.
I found something. There we go. The door's opening.
Duna's dagger, crimson dragon.
The male.
We've only been
in. Well, I've done some.
Oh,
best we had.
Careful. Well, this won't do. If I can get stuck, then I can get unstuck.
The shrine depicts. You run your hands along the exterior. The stone. Your words are swallowed. There's no mis.
What's this? I found something.
A stone. It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
I'm missing something.
Then we can get them out, and you can get back to work.
Behind the containers, the fish in one of the barrels shift.
Please, you have to help me. The Magisters have gone mad. I'm a salesman. I tinker. Please help me. I don't want to die. I don't want them to take me. I just need to get out of Driftwood. I can't risk being seen. Please, I'll do anything. Thank you. I'll follow your lead.
Elf, have you seen a human acting suspiciously near here? Grey cloak, grey beard, satchel slung over his shoulder.
What can I do for you, lad?
At last! Oh, sure I don't. You have my thanks. If not for... I can't just saunter away. But once I'm sure the way's clear, I'm running to Ox like a cat with its tail on fire. Please.
A damp, scale-covered roll of paper emerged.
In fact, that's what started all the trouble in the first place. In the kitchens of the tavern, of all places. I thought she was an idiot selling it so cheap. Oh, of course. I mean, Hanang's are pretty powerful. Last I heard, she was holed up. She might still be there. Might not. But I pity any red cloak that... I swear.
If you see anything suspicious, report it at once.
A fisherman stares at the wall.
The missus will kill me. She'll tear me a new mouth halfway...
You see nothing.
I've gone and thrown my wedding ring in the water. I could do that. I could. But seeing as the ring has a bit of sauce to it, like, can you go in the water?
I've spotted something.
Voidwork. How unappetizing.
Glory is mine!
Prepare yourself.
Right where I want you.
You're not trying to escape, are you?
I'll yield to none.
cornered.
horrified fish.
That was terrifying. If the missus will go for it, of course. She likes the beach. You found it! How wonderful!
His eyes.
I'm not sure I understand what you're trying to say. I'd rather face my angry wife than give the likes of you the
Not trusting you, he takes it from your...
Need a fat...
With a new...
Ладно, пожалуй, на сегодня все. Всем спасибо за просмотр.